Higher signs, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, how are you guys doing this week? Welcome to your weekly love reading, September 15th through the 21st. I hope you don't mind. I decided to do more of a natural look today, let my skin breathe a little bit, so don't mind me. Actually, I've felt a little bit of 80s vibe, so just feeling a little saucy. Okay, so we're gonna go over astrology. I'll tell you guys what I'm gonna do and then we'll just hop into the reading. So we're still under the full moon in Pisces energy. This energy is going to last into tomorrow a little bit, but tonight will be the last full night you have to do any of the rituals you want to try. If you are interested, this is the absolute best full moon to cut any soul ties, work on clearing any old wounds, any subconscious wounds. This is absolute most important full moon for that. And Saturn going direct on Wednesday, it's the perfect time to try it out if you've never tried it before. Even just journaling what you want to release and doing some type of meditation. So look into it if you're interested. You can check out my video. It's just kind of a basic, these are different things I do and what you can try. If you are interested in an actual ritual, there's plenty on Google. Yeah, look into it if you're interested. Other things that are going on, Venus and Mercury moved into Libra yesterday morning, so it is officially cuffing season. it's people are going to start coupling up. Mercury rules speech and expression, and Venus actually rules Libra, so she's at home in Libra. Libra is the house of partnership, marriage. So Venus is the planet of love. Sorry, I got a notification. Venus is the planet of love, so a lot of people are going to want to express that and get into relationships, so that's exciting. We are finally moving out of Virgo season. Love you, Virgos, but Virgo season can be very isolating. It's more so a quiet time to get your life back in order after the summer, start working out, figure out your diet, figure out your schedules. So we're finally coming out of that and getting back into social time. So that's exciting. You may, where Libra rules the house of partnership, and Libra is the Justice card in the major arcana, you may be a little bit more aware of the one-sided relationships in your life right now and feel a little bit braver with letting people know, you know what, I'm out. So it's good things, really good things. This is great energy coming in, especially considering you're watching a love reading. I'm assuming you're here for love, so congrats. It's probably going to be coming to you within a few weeks. Let me see, is there anything else? Oh, look at my necklace. My friend Jordan made this. She's with Juniper M Creations on Instagram. I believe she's making an Etsy shop soon. She does crystal jewelry, so very high vibrational. She picks these out by hand. She's just a really awesome person. She's an empath, so there's a lot of love and care put into these. And for me, I sent her a couple that I liked, and she chose the one that she thought was best for me. So this is an amethyst point. These are good for intuition, third eye. So I really like to wear these when I do readings. So thank you, Jordan. It's so beautiful. Check her out if you are looking for any crystal jewelry. She's great. Okay, so for you guys, we're gonna do astrology cards first. This is what I did for fire signs last week. I'm gonna switch it up today. Do Oracle clarifying. And then I got a new love deck. This is the Whispers of Love Oracle deck. Just really like it. The Romance Angel cards are okay. These have actual messages on them, so excited about that deck. And then I have a new deck. I really wanted to do a Friday the 13th, spooktacular. I was going to wear a witch's hat. No, not really, but with this deck, so it's more of a spooky deck. Ace of Wands, a new spiritual beginning, passion, sexual energy, phallic. Yeah, so I'm excited about this deck too. So we'll dig into what's going on with you guys with these, but right now we're just going to do overall energy. How's everybody been doing? Virgos, are you enjoying the last week of your season? Has everyone had a good birthday? Oh my gosh. So I don't film these. I don't obviously film these videos. I don't edit these videos. So if you go through my phone, I tried to film these like 10 times before like I finally get in my groove. I have to like kind of like practice a little bit. So I had tried to do a reading. I was messing up, so I just restarted. The same card came out first, so this is okay, fine. Guys, I knew it. Okay, so Mars and Scorpio, revenge. You have the couple here. The guy's had this screams like someone was cheating to me, and someone's feeling a little vindictive. Birth, Venus and Cancer. There's some type of pregnancy going on. These cards are so dramatic. What are you guys doing? Are you messing with the earth signs? I mean, not the earth signs, the fire signs. They're dramatic too. So birth. She has a little baby. There's baby hair. What is going on? This is like a Jerry Springer episode right now. Sun in Aries, I can't say it. I'm sorry. I tried. I did my best. Venus and Leo affair. What are you doing? Why are these cards? Like, these are my Jerry Springer cards for sure. I'm gonna do these with the water signs too. Oh, we'll see what's going on. Okay, so Mars is action, it's sex drive, and it's passionate, can be aggression. Scorpio is ruled by Mars. Scorpio is 8th house of death, rebirth. Scorpio, so how I talk to you guys, all signs rule a different body part. Scorpios ruled genitals, so you know Scorpios, you know how they are. So what's going on? Why is this here? Why is revenge here? Okay, we got two. Visions and Rainbow Bridge. This is so weird. See, I didn't take this before because the cards that came out with this card, I was like, that doesn't make any sense. It wasn't the same cards, but like, so visions is like connecting to your psychic senses, but it's more of like a positive card. And then Rainbow Bridge is like taking a leap of faith onto like your soul path. Why is there, we're gonna have to get into tarot. This is so confusing. Why is revenge here? Okay, you're probably dealing with a Scorpio. Father of Cups, so there's some type of burden. Was somebody cheated on in a previous relationship and they were like caught up in this like revenge scenario? Scorpios do have a tendency to not want to let things go when they're burnt. They'll want to seek revenge on that person and they'll get really fixated on trying to get back at this person. If you know any Scorpios, you know how they are. I am constantly surrounded by Scorpios. It's actually in my chart that I will have a lot of Scorpios in my life. And I don't know if you've ever been close to one, but if you cross them in any way, the things that they do to get back at you if they're in a lower place are awful. Like my brother is a Scorpio sun. He's one of my favorite people. He's so genuine and kind. And I don't think that he's really that vindictive. Like he gets hurt and he'll cut people off. But I have dated Scorpios before that have done awful things to me, like really terrible, awful things to me that were like way blown out of proportion. Like I did something very like small and not even on purpose, and then they like intentionally plotted to, and like months of plotting. I had a high school boyfriend that was, what he did was awful, and like what he did, I don't want to get into it, this high school gossip, but it sent like shockwaves through my friend group that like my other friend that was involved like apologized to me for like 10 years later. Like that's how major awful thing he did to me, and like I'm not a very like mean, vindictive person, so that gives you an idea. If you haven't dealt with a Scorpio before, they're so amazing when they're on your side, but if you cross a Scorpio that is in a lower vibration, God help you, not good. So there is some type of burden that this person, they're probably a Scorpio, have Scorpio somewhere in their chart, or they have Scorpio tendencies. There was a burden. I really do see this as there was some type of affair, some type of revenge they were seeking, that was keeping them in a darker place. But both of these cards, this is like taking a leap of faith towards your soul path. This is like connecting to your intuition, seeing what you want to be, feeling more positive. So you may have been involved with somebody that was seeking revenge, possibly on you or on somebody else. Why is birth here? That's a lot. I'm not going to take all of those. Like 10 cards came out. That's so much. Why is birth here? Protect your heart. Okay. So, Venus in Cancer. Cancers are, their animal is the crab. So Cancers are very sensitive, and when they feel unsafe, they go back into their shell and they defend themselves with their pinchers. So with this and protect your heart, I see this person went through something where they were betrayed. They're realizing now that they need to lay down that burden so that they can move on. But there was a period of time where they weren't really willing to open up their heart. They were protecting themselves, protecting their heart because of this past betrayal. I don't see this as it's this couple. I see this as like it's a past energy that they were still caught in, some type of karmic tie that they couldn't get past. Okay. Search. Why can I not say that? A search. I know how it sounds in my head, but I cannot get it out of my mouth. I don't know why. So I'm just gonna stop. Sun and Aries card. I don't know what's wrong with my mouth. Gifts to the Portal and Make Believe. Gifts to the Portal is a card of feeling like you're giving and giving and giving, and you're working on yourself and nothing's really coming of it. And then Make Believe is like a card of when you're trying to manifest, you need to get into the vibration as if you already have that so you can attract it to you. So as I see this, it's somebody feeling like possibly within this relationship they were giving and giving and giving, trying to make this work, and this other person just wasn't willing to let things go, wasn't willing to cooperate in the relationship. But with the Make Believe, this is like a positive card. Things are going to manifest, but you have to stay in a positive mindset. And then Affair, the bottom of the deck. Ooh. Calm within transformation, and then Service popped out too. I already showed you guys, but it's Fair. I'm gonna have to use tarot on this one too. These are confusing cards. Why is this here? Okay. Did you guys last week get that there was a third party? I think so. I think you and Air Signs did. Yeah, you did. You were the first reading I did. Okay. So we have calm with transformation and service. So this person is undergoing a transformation. It's kind of like a quiet time while they're trying to work on themselves. Service is like giving to others. This is a very like Virgo card to me. Giving to others, taking care of others. With the fair, I just clarified with tarot. I got 10 of Cups, 9 of Coins, 9 of Pentacles, whatever you want to call it, 6 of Swords, 3 of Cups. So this person is realizing that they're happy with you. They did think that they needed to be single for a while. 9 of Coins, Pentacles is a single card. It's building your confidence. But they're wanting to move away from that now because they're wanting to reunite. This can be a third party. There was somebody else, especially with the affair card. It seems like there probably was. But 6 of Swords is like moving away from darkness. So I see this as if there was other third parties, they're moving away from that now because they're realizing that they're happiest with you and they don't want to be single anymore. These are my Jerry Springer cards. I'm going to do these for water signs too, and I hope that they don't wreck me because it's exhausting. I don't know if you guys can tell, so what I'm doing, if you watch the different videos, I act slightly differently in every video, and that's because I'm channeling the energy of that sign. So that's why I'm a little bit more mellow when I do you guys. I'm a little bit more mellow with the water signs, but with air especially, I get a little bit like hoppy. And then with fire signs, I don't actually have any fire in my chart. I have 5th and 9th house placements, but I don't have any fire. So fire is a very like foreign feeling to me. And that's why last week, those like big feelings that they have, I've never experienced that before. I mean, like I'm a Pisces, so I know what like being upset and hurting is, but I don't experience that like, I mean, I'm a passionate person, but I don't experience that like drama like they have. I'm not a very dramatic person. I feel like I'm pretty mellow normally. I can get upset sometimes, but I'm not very dramatic, so that was a hard thing for me to deal with. So when I'm doing these cards, like I'm feeling the emotions of the cards, and that was a very draining energy. I believe I'm picking up on the energy of the person that was exerting and dealing with this other person. But either or, like that was a very tiring, like I just feel very like, you know, like, oh. So you're probably feeling that way with this person, like you've been giving, you've been trying to help them, and you just feel like, you know, like you've been understanding that maybe they've had some baggage in the past, and you've been trying to be there for this person, but they just weren't opening up to you, and they didn't really seem accepting of you, and it just left you to where you just felt like very like exhausted is how I feel with that. So that's probably how you're feeling. Okay, and now we're going to do tarot and the Whispers of Love. Sorry, I'm like looking at the time. These are going on a lot longer than they were last week, but oh well, I think it's because I'm telling you guys astrology stuff, because there's actually stuff happening. Last week everything was just still in Virgo. Okay. This is the Starman. This is the Magician. So Magician is manifesting, taking action. It is someone that is single normally. Next card out, Alien, is the Hermit card. So Hermit is a Virgo card. It's very like isolating themselves. Someone is trying to manifest something. They're spending some time alone. They're doing some soul searching. After that, Lovers. So the Hermit looks for like their purpose, you know. So this person is realizing the way that this card is looking over. Sorry, I'm saying he just because I get more of like a masculine energy, but this can be a female. They have been single. They may have thought that they wanted to be single because they were wrapped up in this revenge. They were probably stuck in some dark emotions, not really looking for love, not really accepting of love. The Magician also can be someone that's kind of manipulative. So it's like Mercury, it's like a trickster god. So they may have been manipulative, spending time alone, isolating themselves, not really wanting to express themselves or give anything back to the relationship, but the whole time they're like, they secretly want love. The Lovers is Gemini. Could be connecting with a Gemini. Next card out, King of Wands. Could be connecting with a fire sign. So feeling very passionate, feeling driven, knowing what they want and wanting to go for it. After the King of Wands, we got the Hierophant. This is Taurus. So I got both Virgo and Taurus in this reading. They want commitment now. This person thought that they wanted to be single. The Hermit card is a very like lonely, sad, like can be like depressed card. So they're like sad without you. You probably cut this person off just because the situation got so draining. I definitely felt that. So after this person is kind of getting some time to be alone, what they thought that they wanted, they're realizing now that you are the person that they've been looking for. They're feeling very passionate. With the Ace of Wands that came out earlier, like that's a very like almost like sexual card, so they may be like fantasizing about you, but they're wanting commitment now with the Hierophant. Why is the Magician here? Look to your inner strength. You are stronger than you realize. So with the Magician, I see this as like recognizing your power in the situation, recognizing your power to manifest what you want. Where the make-believe card came up before, I think, or was that in the reading that I deleted? I don't remember now. Guys, I'm like this is a very tiring reading. I'm like exhausted. Anyway, because I told you sometimes I'll like start readings and then I won't like them and I'll stop and start over. So anyways, during this time of like being away from this person, being single, you're recognizing your own power. She has like a globe of like a woman, like recognizing your power to create your own reality, manifest your own reality. Why is the Hermit here? Listen with your heart. You're listening to what is being said to you, but you need to listen with a loving heart. So I would take it as this is the person, the energy that was in a burdening situation. Their heart was closed before. They were isolating themselves because they were kind of caught up in this other energy. I'm not really willing to release that so that they could welcome in like a new healthy relationship. But now they're realizing that they probably took you for granted. They're realizing that they need to open up their heart back up to love. Why is the Lovers here? Honesty is essential to be the loving person. It is important that we speak truthfully and in a loving manner. See how he has a mask on? This person hasn't honestly talked about what was going on with them. They probably haven't told you where this is under the Lovers. They probably haven't even told you that they have feelings for you. And how he's behind her back with the rose. I take this as like they feel very strongly towards you. They just weren't ready to open their heart, and now that things have kind of fallen apart, they're regretting that now, and they're feeling very lonely and sad without you. They're realizing that you're the one that they want, and they know that they need to have this honest conversation with you. Why is King of Wands here? Act as if your partner is here. Whether you have someone in your life or not, act as if they are with you, so you will always consider them. Okay, so King of Wands is fire sign, obviously, but this king is very flirty. not always, this is low vibrational kings. All of the kings have a shadow side. So like King of Cups is very loving. It's a water sign energy, but he can also be obsessive and manipulative. King of Pentacles is the Earth King. He wants to commit. He's very stable. He's focused on his business, but he can be a workaholic to where he only cares about work and he's not open to love. And then King of Swords is the Air King. That king, when it's a positive energy, he is decisive, he speaks his truth, he takes initiative, he knows what he wants. When it's in a lower vibration, he's very harsh and cold, not loving, detached. So all of the elements basically have their shadow side. So with the King of Wands, this is somebody that is a very sexual person, very flirty. I take it as, with this card, act as if your partner is here. They probably were unfaithful or weren't acting in the best way towards you when you weren't around. So it's like when you're around, they're sweet and loving, and as soon as you leave, they're like looking for the next person, you know? That's that type of energy. So they're starting to realize that that behavior wasn't right and it was a betrayal to you. So that's good. Under the Hierophant, romance, lavish the one that you love with your personal attention and affection. With the Hierophant. So they are realizing that you are the one that they want. They were unfaithful before. They were entertaining other people. And it looks like it was because there was some type of revenge they were seeking with somebody else, and they had probably closed their heart to love and probably had a bad image conception of like relationships. Like they may have been cheated on in the past and they just assumed you were going to cheat too, so before you could, they closed their heart and they were entertaining other people so that they wouldn't get too attached to you. Sometimes people do that, unfortunately. So that seems like that's the energy of this spread. And then bottom of the deck is Eight of Swords. So this is being like stuck in your head, feeling trapped, not making any movement. Let's do this under the Chariot. So they're wanting to move things forward, but they're feeling a little stuck in their head right now. Let's see what's under this. Ask for help. What is it you really need help with? Be willing to allow yourself the support you need. And then we'll look under the Union of Hearts. There is a connection of love that defies explanation. So this person has been trying to be tough, I believe. They haven't been honest about what's going on with them. It's interesting, this is 14 and this is 28, so like double the number, double the energy put forth. So they're realizing that like they do want to come back, they do want to express their feelings, they do want to be honest about what they've been going through and ask for your support, because like this is a romance of a lifetime. They are aware now that they have done their wandering, that you are the person for them, and they do want to come back, but they're a little stuck in their head because they know that they were not great to you before, and they're probably a little scared to approach you, but they do want to move things forward should you give them a chance. Chariot is a Cancer card, so it could be connecting with a Cancer. So yep, that's your reading for this week. Have a good week, guys. Bye.